punches in the pocket for Pacquiao to hit him.
Floyd Mayweather has one more fight left on his contract with your network, Showtime. Could you, under any circumstance, see that fight being a rematch with Manny Pacquiao?
I can't imagine based on what we saw here this evening. That's kind of hard for me. I think it would be it was hard for this fight to be made, that's for sure. And I don't know if the appetite would be there for it. But I think we've heard Mayweather say so many times that his final fight is in September that actually I'm starting to believe him. His final fight might be in September.
Any final comment, Roy? Beyond what I said?
I just want to say that, I thank God that the fans finally got what they wanted. It was a wonderful event, one of the biggest sporting events ever, and I just thank God that we were all a part of it. I thank you guys for working together with me as a team. I enjoyed the night working with you, Al, that we never get to do, and I had a wonderful time.
Ditto. I agree with everything that Roy said.
I agree.
So there goes Manny Pacquiao. Back to Congress in the Philippines and all the rest of the elements of his cinematic life. And here's Floyd Mayweather, who most likely is going to be headed to a pretty good party tonight. Let's go back upstairs to James Brown.
All right, back up here with Lennox Lewis and Paulie Malignaggi, and I'll get to them in just a second. I want to invite all of you to stay with us as we'll have more from here in Las Vegas in just a moment. Post-fight replays and reactions. Plus, we'll talk with the men who called the fight from ringside. That's all coming up straight ahead. Mayweather versus Pacquiao has been brought to you live from MGM Grand in Las Vegas by Showtime Pay-Per-View. Brace yourself. By HBO Pay-Per-View, the best in pay-per-view entertainment. By Tecate, Pacquiao, and by Mexico. Live it to believe it. Want to recap our night from here in Las Vegas and our opening bout. In our first fight, it was featherweight timeless Vasily Lomachenko, absolutely dominant, downing Puerto Rico's Gamaliel Rodriguez twice and scoring a knockout in round 9. It was an impressive performance indeed, and it was indeed Lomachenko getting the job done in very impressive fashion. In the next bout, it was Santa Cruz taking on Jose Cayetano, also in the featherweight division, and we saw 122-pound world titleist Leo Santa Cruz move up to featherweight. He won every round and scoring a 10-round decision over a game but outgunned Jose Cayetano. Santa Cruz looking good, hoping now for the fight that everybody is looking for, all of Southern California for sure. And then, of course, in the main event, it was Mayweather, technically sharp, incisive with his punches indeed. A game and aggressive Pacquiao at times, but not enough. Mayweather had it in control the entire way. As I listened to my experts up here, they said there was no way you could go straight ahead at Floyd Mayweather and expect to win. Mayweather captioning his legacy awfully nice with that impressive win over Manny Pacquiao. Now back here with my guys, Lennox. Now we heard Manny say, and again, I have big respect for you guys in the fight fraternity. Manny thought that he actually won the fight. Your thoughts?
Every time you lose a fight, there's always high emotions, and you always feel that you've done your best, and that the judges are always wrong. But the public was the judge out there. I told you what was going to happen. If you can't catch it, you can't hit it. And he wasn't able to catch Floyd. Floyd moved around so well, and he wasn't able to make up the space in between them. What he should have done is really started off a lot faster. Like I said, sensible aggression, and making sure that when he's going in there, that he's not getting hit on the way out or getting hit on the way in. I knew he had to take some chances in this fight, and he took some chances, but I would have started from round 1, put Floyd back up against the ropes and give him constant pressure.
That was the game plan by Manny Pacquiao, was to be aggressive for round 1 on, but did he have the energy to sustain that?
That's the thing. It's easier said than done. I've been saying for months, the winner of this fight, this fight will be won on range control. By range control, what I mean is you control the distance. Every fighter has their preferred distance they like to fight at. Both these guys are outside fighters. They like to move in and out. But at the same time, their distance is just a little bit different because Manny is a little bit more aggressive. So he wants to be a little bit closer to get off his flashy combinations. Range control will eliminate all that. If you control range, it doesn't matter how fast your opponent is or how hard hard your opponent throws or punches. Because at the end of the day, if I'm here, James, and you're there, or Lennox is here, I can't hit you. You gotta control the range. Floyd controlled the range way better than Manny did. At the end of the day, Manny's got 60-something pro fights. You can't tell me he legitimately believes he won this fight. I got 2 words: sore loser. There's no way he thought he won the fight.
Like I said, emotions are very high. You know, obviously, when he settles down, goes back and takes a look at the fight, he's going to probably say, okay, you know, I'll give at least 8 rounds to Floyd, and I won 4 rounds. But you still lost the fight. You know, I think the whole plan was wrong going into this fight. I think he needed to do a little bit more. I knew he had an answer for Floyd's straight right, and that's his straight right. Then he had the answer for Floyd's check hook. That's his check hook. But Floyd's got longer arms, he's the bigger man, and he's always thinking counter punching, going backwards. And that's hard to face a guy and beat a guy when he's thinking that.
Pacquiao's answers were on paper because he certainly couldn't execute it in the ring against a quicker Floyd Mayweather. Let's take you back downstairs there ringside to our anchor, Jim Lampley.
All right, thank you very much, JB. I'm here again with Roy Jones and Al Bernstein. A clear unanimous decision victory for for Floyd Mayweather over Manny Pacquiao. Roy Jones, let's talk momentarily about what might be next for Floyd Mayweather. And he obviously is going to be fighting his next fight on Showtime in September. A couple of opponents are the source of constant speculation. One of them, young, unbeaten welterweight Keith Thurman from your home state of Florida, who may be at this point a livelier athlete and maybe a harder hitter than Manny Pacquiao. The other, the very precise and very fast Amir Khan of Great Britain. Could either Thurman or Khan, in your view, provide better opposition to Floyd Mayweather than Pacquiao did tonight?
One time, Keith Thurman could provide some real action in the fight with Floyd Mayweather. 2 reasons. One, he's a bigger welterweight than both of these guys. To me, Floyd and Manny really are not legitimate welterweights. However, Keith Thurman is a welterweight from the old days. He's a little bit taller, he's a little bit thicker, and he's a heavy puncher. That doesn't mean he's going to beat Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is pound for pound the best welterweight out there right now. But it would be an exciting and intriguing matchup because Keith Thurman has power, and we get to find out. Floyd going to make us see, or make him show Floyd what he really knows.
What if he chooses Khan with his long arms and hand speed?
Khan is not a bad opponent either. However, we saw Floyd knows how to use power when necessary, and he knows how to use speed when necessary. Khan has been suspect of a somewhat weak chin, so we already know that Floyd knows this. And if that's the case, Floyd probably going to go back to chopping wood, come in the ring trying to chop Khan down. But there again is a real intriguing fight, because Khan is another guy who I have the utmost respect for. He's a guy who will come out and give it his all. He's rangy, he's very powerful, and he's a good technician in the ring. So both of those guys would be legitimate fights for Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, so now that we 2 HBO announcers have just done a good job promoting Floyd Mayweather's next appearance on Showtime, let's turn to Showtime's Al Bernstein. Al, one of the most prominent ring writers in the country, Kevin Ioli, conducted a poll in the last couple of weeks. You and I were both among the participants voting for the top 15 fighters of all time. Neither Manny Pacquiao nor Floyd Mayweather were high on the list. Mayweather was, I think, just a little bit higher, but neither was in the top 10. Right. Will this win, in the estimation of ring historians, move Floyd up closer to that rung where he puts himself the best ever?
Yeah, and by the way, I agree with Roy about Keith Thurman being a wonderful opponent for Floyd Mayweather. Whether he's marketable enough remains to be seen.
That's Showtime promoting Showtime.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, this is a good fight. No, it's me talking about a boxer. But here's the point. I think that with Floyd Mayweather winning this fight, because he won a fight that is important for his generation, I think that it will probably move him up the list. I think most people believe that Mayweather's a terrific fighter, but when they juxtapose him to some of these great fighters of the past, they don't find him up to the task, especially at welterweight, because some of those welterweights are bigger. But clearly, this win means something. You can't keep winning and have a win like this without it meaning something in a historical sense.
Would this fight have been any different 5 years ago?
Well, it's very intriguing. I think the boxing skills of Mayweather still would have been an issue. But here's what we would have gotten: a more energetic Manny Pacquiao, that's for sure. And by the way, as far as the future of Manny Pacquiao is concerned, that's almost as interesting as Floyd Mayweather in a way. Does he move down to 140? What does he do?
We shall see. Let's go back upstairs to JB.
To my good friend Jim Lampley and the vernacular of the legislators on Capitol Hill, you worked both sides of the aisle very nicely this evening. And let me tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it as well, too. Clearly, Paulie is anxious to get back in the ring with his assessment, and you're enjoying it in retirement. Thank you guys both very much.
Thank you.
It was an excellent evening, to say the least. All right, folks, that will do it from here in Las Vegas. Now for our outstanding group of broadcasters who came together, and the production teams from Showtime and HBO who collaborated on this very unique event. This is James Brown saying good night from Las Vegas.